Tonight, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports.
Now we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Tonight we wrap up Week 11 with a good Monday nighter between the Los Angeles Rams and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Rams take over. Over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. You know.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. Gets it off to Freeman. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a first and 10. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage?
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. And Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Shaquille Barrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bucs are going to take over first and 10 deep in their own territory. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever is in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
On first down, Brady. Going deep this time for Miller. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And he works free. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
By the Rams.
Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
On second down now. It's Freeman, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Touchdown.
Devontae Freeman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Hauschka with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
On second down, here's Fournette. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On third down, Fournette. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
First down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, first and 10. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
First and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
The tackle made.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On second and 9, Brady on the slant. He gets it to Gronkowski. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. We'll check on his status when we get back. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Rams take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Off play action. Here's Goff.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Rams first down.
On first down, Goff. And Woods has it complete. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards. Again, Goff. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Robert Woods, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams have taken the lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll look to throw right away. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 7.
Brady. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
First down.
That time a slant. Brady in general on those quick hitters, he just releases the ball so fast.
He does, and he's so accurate, but most of the time he wins before the ball's even snapped by his pre-snap read. Finds out where the defense is and delivers it to the proper place.
He's in on the stop.
Michael Brocker's in on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. On 2nd and 7, Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Brady took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. To throw, it's Brady. And he's got his man in stride, complete. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
The kick is good.
Now he's having a nice little first half for your partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Taken in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
5-yard line.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. That'll be caught by Kupp. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Goff. This pass complete to Reynolds. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Los Angeles.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Goff throwing again. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out in the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
To throw again on second down. Goff. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 34-yard line. 11 yards there. First down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To the air again. Goff. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Robert Woods with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Rams have broken our tie as they take the lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Fournette, the ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point put through by Succop. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Levante David, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Out of the gun, Goff. Then he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A Ram first down as Goff finds Kupp. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Goff now looking to throw. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A huge play that time for the Rams. 41 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Goff's throw taken in by Reynolds. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
First and goal, Los Angeles.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Complete.
Tyler Higbee, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams have broken our tie as they take the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This is T.J. Logan to return it. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. To throw on 2nd and 6. Brady got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
L.A. readies for its next possession. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Goff now looks to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the gun, here's Goff. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. Goff now to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. So we've reached halftime in a walk due to time constraints. We move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And the 3rd quarter will start with a touchback as that one lands in the end zone. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the 3rd quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Ball carrier.
Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. Now Brady. The quick slant caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Suckup set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, no kickoff from 15 yards further upfield. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
They're on 25-yard line.
Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
First down.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. A handoff. Devontae Freeman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
The ball carrier.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Goff. They got a man. It's Woods. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
4-yard line.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Devontae Freeman with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Here's Hauschka for the extra point. And things are getting good now. We're heating up, tied at 35. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends in a touchdown run from Devontae Freeman. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter. So we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half. Tied after the first 2 drives of the 3rd quarter, 1 for each. That tells me touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there.
78 yards. And the Bucs are going to take the lead.
For the point after.
Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. On the return, it's Jordan Lewis. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Lewis on the return. The Rams take over 1st and 10. At their own.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show, because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. There's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground.
9 yards.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And Woods has it complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs. Now Goff. And he fires one that's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, oh, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory. Right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Goff. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
To Josh Reynolds.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Levante David, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack in the campaign.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Goff, and he's going to go down again. Levante David, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Here's Goff. He wants Reynolds way downfield. And this throw will be intercepted. Antoine Winfield Jr. picks it. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A big play there. 43 yards. And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
That'll be caught by Cup. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Back now in Tampa. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. Gets it off to Freeman. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Goff. He'll find Reynolds over the middle. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Rams 1st down.
Now a 1st down throw. Goff. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now it's Goff. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And they're able to get this way down there inside the Tampa 20. A big play there for L.A. 43 yards.
Los Angeles.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Freeman, the ball carrier. Tackle made at the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Gone. This will be caught at about the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Goff to Woods as the Rams move the chains.
3-yard line.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Again, it'll be Freeman. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Well, yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum,
skirt
filet
steak.
at
Come
maximum.
On. You can't give the guy a skirt steak.
That's
He
true.
scores 3 times.
Filet,
There you go.
10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own.
So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. He'll begin with a give to Fournette to start the drive. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. 2nd down and 7. To throw is Brady. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you've got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yards.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Set to kick off.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. L.A. readies for its next possession. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. On 1st down, gone. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Levante David in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now gone. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field, and that brings up 4th.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. At their own. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. They'll try and run some clock for Fournette. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
The tackle by Denzel.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them and trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
He's brought down.
It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
On the play. First down, Rams.
On 1st and 10, gone. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Levante David in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Out of the gun, Goff. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Third and long, it's gone. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Yeah, there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what did they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner.
No gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 2-yard line.
In his own end zone, it's Brady. And he finds Howard complete. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously deciding. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Brady going to throw here. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And the offense will get the ball back and be touchdown. And with that...